Hello everyone, welcome to Learn and Shine. In this video, we are going to learn about weather, climate and climate zones. Have you ever checked outside and said, wow, it's very hot today, or maybe it looks rainy and windy? That is called weather. But did you know some places stay hot for many years, while some places stay cold most of the time? That is called climate. Today, we are going to learn about the difference between weather and climate. What is weather? Weather is a temporary condition of the atmosphere that changes continuously. Sometimes the weather is sunny, sometimes it is cloudy, it can also be windy or rainy. Weather changes very quickly. So now tell me, can weather change tomorrow? Yes. Today may be sunny, but tomorrow may be rainy. Now let's learn about climate. Climate is the usual weather of a place over a long period of time. Some places are hot and rainy. Some places are dry like deserts. Some places are cold and snowy. These different patterns create different climate zones. So now tell me, can climate change tomorrow? No. Climate changes very slowly over many years. Have you ever wondered how rain forms? Why does wind blow? Why do clouds appear in the sky? Weather doesn't happen by magic. The earth has a special system called the weather engine. Now let's learn how weather is made. The first part of the weather engine is heat and wind. The sun produces heat. The sun heats the earth's surface. When air becomes warm, it becomes lighter and rises up into the sky. Cool air is heavier, so it sinks down. As the warm air rises and cool air moves in to take its place, the air begins to move. This moving air is called wind, and this is one way weather begins. The second part of the weather engine is moisture and precipitation. The sun heats water in rivers, lakes, seas, and oceans. The heated water changes into water vapor and rises into the air. As the water vapor rises higher, it cools and forms the clouds. After some time, the clouds become heavy. Then precipitation falls back to the earth. Precipitation can be rain, snow, or hail. And this is how clouds bring different kinds of weather. Let's revise what we learned. Heat makes the air warm and causes it to rise. Moisture helps form clouds in the sky. Together, heat and moisture create moving air and precipitation like rain, snow, and hail. So, heat and moisture together create weather changes every day. Now we know how weather is made every day by heat, wind, and moisture. But what happens when we observe the weather of a place for many years? That is called climate. Yes, you are right. Let's learn how we categorize different types of climate around the world. Climate categories describe the type of a weather of a place. They are based on temperature and rainfall. Different places on Earth receive different amounts of heat and rain. So we group them into different climate types. Let's now look at the main climate categories around the world. They are tropical, dry, mild or temperate, cold or continental, polar. Each category is based on how hot or cold a place is and how much rain it receives. Now we know different places have different climates. But have you ever wondered why some places are always hot while others are freezing cold? Let's learn why is the equator hot. Earth is round and slightly tilted. Because of this, sunlight doesn't fall equally on all parts of the earth. The sun rays hit the equator more directly, making it very hot. But at the north and south poles, sunlight comes in at a slanting angle. So those areas receive less heat. That is why the equator is hot and poles are cold. Now we know different places on Earth have different climates. But how do we measure which places on Earth are hot or cold? For that, we use the magic of latitudes. What are latitudes? Latitudes are imaginary lines drawn around the Earth. These lines help us understand how much sunlight different places receive. Let's look at the important lines of latitude. They are Equator, the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, and Antarctic Circle. Let's dive in deeper. Equator. The equator is the midpoint that divides Earth into northern and southern hemispheres. Tropic of Cancer. It is the line between the Arctic Circle and the equator. Tropic of Capricorn. It is the line between the equator and the Antarctic Circle. And Arctic Circle. It lies in the northern polar region. And Antarctic Circle lies in the southern polar region. The equator receives the most direct sunlight, so places near it are very hot. As we move farther away from the equator, places receive less direct sunlight and become cooler. The Arctic and Antarctic regions receive the least direct sunlight, so they are extremely cold. So, latitude lines help us understand why different parts of the earth have different climates. The latitude lines help us understand why different parts of the earth have different climates. Because of this, the earth is divided into climate zones. Climate zones are the areas of the earth with similar temperatures and weather patterns. Different places receive different amounts of sunlight, so the earth is divided into different climate zones. The four main categories of climate zones are tropical climate zone. The tropical climate zone is found near the equator. It has a hot and wet climate with heavy rainfall. The next one is subtropical climate. The subtropical climate zone is found north and south of the tropics. It is hot and dry and receives less rainfall. Deserts are often found in this region. Temperate zone. The temperate climate zone is located between the subtropical and polar zones. It has a moderate climate with 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And the last one is polar. The polar climate zone is found near the north and south poles. It is very cold and covered with ice and snow. It receives very little sunlight. Let's see how this applies to the UAE. The weather is usually very hot and sunny. It is sometimes windy and it rarely rains. The UAE has a hot desert climate and it belongs to the subtropical dry climate zone. Are you ready for the activity? Come on, let's start. First question. Dash is a temporary condition of the atmosphere that changes continuously. And the answer is weather. Yes, you are right. Second question. The typical weather conditions of a region measured over 30 years or more is called its dash. And the answer is climate. Yes, you are right. Third question. The imaginary line that goes around the earth at 0 degree latitude is called the dash. And the answer is equator. Yes, you are right. Fourth question. Any form of water that falls to the ground, such as rain or snow, is known as dash. And the answer is precipitation. Yes, you are right. Fifth question. The climate zone that has 4 distinct seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter is the dash zone. Which zone has 4 seasons? And the answer is temperate zone. Yes, you are right. Let's mark the important latitudes. This is the North Pole and this is the South Pole. First one, what is this? This line indicates the equator. Yes, you are right. Next one, what line is that? And it is the Tropic of Cancer. And this one is Tropic of Capricorn. Yes, you are right. And what about this? Yes, I heard you. This is Arctic Circle. And the last one is the Antarctic Circle. Yes, you are right. Thanks for watching. If you liked my video, click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon for further notification and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.